What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Happy hump day. It's Wednesday, which means Greenleaf. I'm so stoked about the season finale. This is, of course, the 11th episode of season 3. There is 2 more episodes to go. And if episode 12 and episode 13 is anything like this episode, episode 11, the end is near. Ooh, baby, season 3 of Greenleaf is going to be a bonfire, baby. Ooh, wee. These lies is being burned to the ground, baby. Burned to the ground. Before we get into this real good, first, let me say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone who is commenting down below in these videos. I am enjoying the banter. Okay, I'm enjoying all the little nuggets y'all are dropping down there, the things y'all bringing back to my remembrance. Okay, I'm loving how y'all coming through with this truth. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Join the tribe. The honeybees, we love to talk about it down below. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up and then get down below in those comments and let's hash this season out, y'all. What is happening? Okay, we see May. Oh, baby, May is woefully sad. When I tell you she looking all downtrodden, if y'all ever seen Eve's Bayou, May played Samuel L. Jackson's husband in Eve's Bayou, and when she found out how bad her husband was cheating on her once again, okay, she was sickly in the face. Ooh, she was giving us Eve's Bayou. Eve's Bayou sadness. She was looking, oh, baby, Miss Patty Patterson say, what's going on, May? What's happening? What May, go ahead and tell her the truth about the situation. That when Bishop cheated on her with Mavis, she took it real bad. When they got back together, they were supposed to be just a family retreat, like a couple's retreat with Lionel and his wife. Well, evidently one thing led to another, and she fell on top of his penis. Patty want to know if Grace is Lionel's father. Could be. She don't know. The dates is right there. Her and Bishop was just getting back together, and she was trying to get her groove back, trying to feel like a natural woman again with Lionel. The dates is right there. She don't even know herself if Lionel is or is not the father. Okay, and Patty say, look, we got this big shindig going on. Now you want to receive the divine power, and you want to be able to communicate that divine power over to the people. You got to come up from under this thing, ma'am. You can't live up under this lie. You can't let the devil hold this over you. You got to fly free. You got to fly free, May. Huh? You got to tell this thing. You got to talk to Grace. May don't know what to do. When she tells her about the whole thing, she was like, "Ooh, tell Grace." I said, "Oh no!" Now here she go blaming Grace for being a victim of her own lies and deceit. At the same time, she wouldn't blame Grace if she did it. But it's something about it. It's something about Grace having one up on her. Something about Grace knowing that she is not flawless. Okay? She can't have that. She can't have that. She just cannot have it. Okay? So at the same time, we see Bishop. Grace talking to Bishop. She trying to convince him. She got all the photos of Rochelle and the sister Tara and all the information there about what's going on. And he trying to rationalize this in his own mind. He trying to reason through this thing. At the same time, he's trying to say, but she's been so virtuous. Look at all the good she's done. Certainly she cannot be a fork-tongued devil. Certainly she cannot be a siren. Huh? A succubus? Certainly not. She's doing good. He's trying to figure it out in his own mind. Grace is like, come on now, Daddy. Come on now. While Bishop talking to Grace, trying to reason this out, we see the FBI come in. The FBI comes in like a wave, like water rushing in. They coming in all the doors. They coming in everywhere. Corinne trying to hold them back. She can't hold them back. I tried to keep them out of here, but they won't listen. The bishop is like, "What's going on? What's happening here?" Grace is like, "What are we doing? What's happening? What's going on?" And they got a warrant. They got a warrant. They there to search the premises. Okay, this behind all this IRS scandal. At the same time, May doing her thing. In comes the FBI. She's saying, "Heaven help us all." She tries to order the FBI around, let them know I'm not this not a part of me now. I'm over this church now, but y'all can take my husband and all of his records and go where y'all gonna go and leave me alone because I'm not with him no more. I'm divorced from him. Okay, the two of us can't be tied together financially. I'm divorced. And so the FBI say, "Let me get you the first lady." And Korean was like, "She is the pastor now." I was like, "Oh, Korean. Okay." Korean, okay, ride out, Korean, ride out, baby. Ride out. Loyalty. So she tried to get the FBI to release her laptop and release Korean laptop too. We have nothing to do with this. He passed that laptop on and brushed her off. She realized real quick she not in charge of this. So when she see Grace, she said, "Grace, where is your father?" "He's over there on the phone, mother." So he over there on the phone trying to call Rochelle, trying to get Rochelle on the phone. He don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. And get the lawyer, and I'm talking. I don't even. And she confronts him right there in front of everybody, in front of FBI, in front of Korean, in front of Grace, everybody. She just whapping on his back, and "You dragging me down in the pits of hell with you. This is why I divorce you, and I am so glad when I take." She was just cutting it. "May, I am handling this. Oh, do you think you can really handle this? Obviously, you can't handle any of this." Grace done snuck off to call Corey Lee's handsome lawyer. She want him to come over. "Please come over now so you can straighten all this stuff out for us." At the same time, all of this going on, they kicking in the door over there at Triumph. Carissa and Jacob there. They trying to figure out what's going on, and next thing they know, the FBI come rushing in there too. Now, Carissa, although she has torn Jacob down at the knees several times, she defends him. He is Pastor Greenleaf, okay, to the FBI, and they get slick at the mouth with him. Well, they usher them on out. All right. So the next time we see everybody, Bishop, May, Grace, Jacob, and Carissa, they all sitting around with the lawyer and he explaining everything. Okay. He's trying to explain everything to them because they have been dumped a lot of information. They've got some improprietary accounts going on out there. There's money coming from here, coming in. It might be some embezzlement going on. They don't really what's happening. How do Triumph tie into all of this? What's going on? So he explains. What happened was when Tasha set up, when Rochelle set up the accounts and had Tasha sign off on it, to take the money out of Triumph, $200,000. That's the same account Bishop thought he was getting money from as Bitcoin earnings. Okay, it wasn't Bitcoin earning, it was Jacob's money. She used Jacob's money to hook Jacob's daddy, to tie them all in together on an embezzlement scheme. Okay, this is what Rochelle and Basie and Tasha have all cooked up. Really, Tasha is the pawn in this, but we're going to get to that. So when they explain it all, and Jacob is like, "Wait, no. I never set up any accounts. I don't know where this whole account thing comes from." Now, he don't really have a leg to stand on because when the FBI was there and the accountant came in, when they was raiding them over at Triumph, that who is the accountant around here? And he was like, "Oh, you're the FBI. I'm so glad you're here. I gotta show you something." I was like, "Okay, Ain't you supposed to talk to your client first, or you just supposed to go right on in and talk? Okay, whatever. He take the FBI to the evidence. Something weird going on here. Explains it all. Okay, so when the lawyer is telling all of them, Jacob is confused. He can't really remember because he wasn't really paying attention. And his daddy tells him to quit cutting the lawyer off and let him talk. And so when they get to the part about the fact that the money he took out, thinking it was Bitcoin money, was actually Jacob's money, he begins to explain himself, Bishop does. And Jacob says, quit interrupting and let him explain. And of course, this is how dissension works, okay? Jacob is barking at his daddy and accusing him, and his daddy is barking at him and accusing him of not knowing what's going on in his own finances in the church. You know, it's pot and it's kettle, but they both black, right? So later on, Jacob is talking to Carissa. All right. And he's trying to figure out what's going on. He sees the paper, he sees the signature, he says to himself, well, I guess I did sign it. I just don't remember signing it. Meanwhile, Bishop at the church, Connie done came over. Now, the FBI, they've been there all day. They everywhere. I mean, they like parishioners. If it wasn't for FBI jacket on, you would think they was church members. I mean, they are in every nook and in every cranny. Okay, and Connie tell him she done called the emergency meeting. This is what she tell Bishop. Bishop was like, look, I'm still a pastor here. I'm still a pastor here. And she was like, well, I call emergency meeting. Well, who will you get to preach? You know, you gonna remove me out of here. Who you gonna get to preach? You don't. May's name is on it too. You gonna get rid of May too? Who's gonna preach? She didn't call the pinch hitter in from another church. He said, "I'll be doggone. I'll be doggone if you bring religiosity in here. We are an independent church. We are not a part of any known organization. It's gonna stay that way." So he goes to the door to show Connie out. Okay. And he tell let me see what he tell Connie. He told Connie, thank you, Connie. And she said, your opinion really doesn't matter. In other words, we the board. Okay, we the heavy hitters, meaning we the biggest tithers. We the biggest ones giving offering around here. We is the board, and we can see you out, sir. I was like, these tangled webs they weave. These tangled webs they weave. Then we see Patty Patterson. Patty Patterson is pushing May through, baby. She's giving her pep talk after pep talk. Oh, it's going to be wonderful, May. May is worried because she don't have her sermon. She don't have none of her pictures. They done confiscated all the laptops. When it first happened, Charity ran up. She was panicking. Henny penny, the sky is falling. What am I going to do? They took my laptop. All my songs are on there for the service. I don't even have it. She tells them, Charity, please, can you please try to be helpful to your own self, to somebody else, instead of always being the victim in the center of attention around here. She just snaps her up in front of everybody, baby. Gathers her all the way together. Now, what she said wasn't necessarily a lie. It was the way she said it, okay? That was the searing part of it, all right? Charity decides to take things into her own hands. Okay, and so she goes and gets this really, really handsome FBI agent. And she says, hello, officer. Excuse me, Mr. Officer, can I talk to you for a moment? He was like, ma'am, what can I help you with? You know, stoic. And she is just like, oh, officer, I just want to talk to you for a moment. And I promise you, after you hear what I have to say, you'll understand better, officer. So he goes back to her office and she wants to tell him about a story about a young PK kid, vulnerable and a little girl who thought she wanted to be an actor, and she decided to take some photos. She let a boy take a photo of her, and those photos her mother paid the boy off. So you want your laptop back so you can get the photos. Actually, the pictures are on my mother's laptop. And if I could just look at them and get those pictures off of there, I promise you, I won't be a bother, and you won't have to worry about me. He said, I'm going to have to talk to my supervisor. I was like, oh, that was hot, the way you got all authoritative on her like that. I mean, Greenleaf is chocked full of good-looking black men. Not only do they have the accountant over there at Triumph with the bulge, okay, but they got this good-looking lawyer, okay, giving me all kinds of Wakanda teas. Coralie's lawyer that is also helping Grace out. In the midst of her having trouble with Darius, but we're gonna talk about all that. And now you got this FBI agent, baby. He got her straight back. He got a straight back, baby. Okay, and he stands tall. All right. So later on, when he comes in with the laptop, and he was like, "Oh," she was like, "Oh, you brought it," and he said, "I did." And he says, "If it's not pertaining to the investigation, you may have the information off of here, but I must see the photos first." And she was like, "Oh, you have to look at them." And he said, "Yes, I must look at them." And she says, "There are no photos." He said, "I know." And now let's look at what you really want off this laptop. So later on, when things have settled down a little bit towards the end of the episode, Charity walks into her office and puts down a USB drive and tells her helpful enough for you. And May is like, oh, "Oh, Charity, I didn't mean to tear you apart like that." That's how she looked. She didn't say it. She didn't say it. And to me, that was the worst part. That was the worst part that she didn't apologize to her. But again, Charity is not important. Like she said, you're just fluttering around here, getting in the way. This is what May's mindset is. And it was hurtful. It hurt my feelings a little bit that she didn't apologize to Charity. But maybe that's coming up in the next few episodes. We're going to see. All right, I was proud of Charity. I was proud of Charity. Now you done stood in there and lied, and you went through a great length to get what you needed done, but you did. Grace, all right. Grace decides she gonna go over there and talk to Rochelle. She gonna confront Rochelle. All right. So before she does that, Jacob has called Tasha, like I said. Tasha's on the phone with him, and he's talking to her. "Tasha, tell me what happened. Tell me, Tasha, you're the only one that can know what's going on. What is happening here now?" He's trying to talk her into it. Now, he there with Carissa listening on the speakerphone, and Tasha is on the sofa with Basie sitting right there, and Rochelle sitting across the way, and she looking real, real nervous. Okay, and so Basie mouths to her, "Tell him that's all that you know." And so she says, "I don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. I told you all I know." And she pauses on the phone. So on the other end, while he's talking to her, trying to convince her to tell me, "I need your help. I need your help," Carissa tells him, "Tell her that you love her." He was like, "What? Tell her that you love her." And he says, "Tasha." She said, "Yes, I love you." And she was, "Oh, I can do better. He says he loved me." It was all of that was in her face, like, oh, somebody loves me. Somebody loves this whole ragamuffin. Basie snatches the phone. He did not like that. Meanwhile, Rochelle looks at him and says, "Told ya." After he done hung up on Jacob, Tasha tells Basie, I don't know why he's acting like that. Why? "Oh, you don't know? You don't know? You don't know? Huh?" Later on, when she in the kitchen trying to get him a sandwich and get him a beer and appease him, she walking real light, baby. She walking on her toenails, okay? Because she don't want to make one false step around Basie. Now, he is intimidating her. She's frightened. She's afraid. She doesn't seem like she was battered before. She's not jumpy, but she is clearly afraid, okay, that it's going to be something coming much worse than a beating of any kind, okay? It's going to be something worse than a beating, all right, that she is afraid of, all right? So he runs the game. I'm out here working on these streets and dives and in dark corners trying to figure things out for us and make things better for us. It really was absolutely nothing. Nothing happened. You tell me what happened. You're around here scallywagging around with Jacob Greenleaf out, and he got into her, baby. When I tell you he ran that game and told her, had her so confused and so turned around, and by the time he got done with her, she just She just, all she wanted to do was get his forgiveness. Please, 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 you got to believe me. And she goes to touch him. He was like, oh, no, you ain't finna put your Greenleaf hands on me. Gets a phone call, takes that phone call. Okay, that's from Rochelle. Walks off and leaves her standing there. She is just, if he doesn't believe me, I don't know what he gonna do. That's how she looking. Well, he gets that call from Rochelle. You know why? Because Grace then went over there and confronted Rochelle. And she was going to give Rochelle what for? I know what you did. You took that money from my dad and you set my whole family up. Okay. And Rochelle was like, what are you talking about? I have not talked to your father. This her running the game, right? She runs the game. She has no idea. This what Rochelle. She act like she has no idea that Bishop been calling her all day. She has no idea about the tax fraud. And Grace, you're just making all this up because you are paranoid. You got your own paranoid ways, and I won't stand for it anymore. Now your father and I love each other. When last night when I was in his bed, he told me as much that he loved me, and now I can't be your mother. Grace was like, what? I will not. What the? She was like, but I hope we can be sisters. Now, if your father and I get married, okay, there's nothing you can do about it. Grace is like, she was so stunned. She was so stunned. She was so stunned. She was stunned that she told her she slept with her daddy, and her daddy told her that he loved her. So Rochelle is on the phone with Basie, and she telling Basie that Grace know that she is she's Pastor James's daughter, and that he's the half brother. And he said it don't matter what Grace know or not. It don't matter what Grace know or not. Everything's going as planned. We're gonna bring every last one of these Greenleafs down, and Tasha is listening to it all. Okay, she's skulking around and listening and gathering. And while he busy talking to Rochelle on the phone, she calls Jacob and, can you meet me? But evidently, Basie went through her phone and saw where she done text him where they supposed to meet, because she told Jacob, meet me. Can you meet me, please? And I'll text you later where. Okay, when she texts, Basie gets the information. Okay, obviously. Okay, now back over at Jacob's, when he gets the call from Tasha that tell him to come meet her. All right, and Carissa catches on to the fact that when Tasha he asked Tasha if she was okay, if she was all right, and Tasha hurried on up and got off the phone. Carissa confronts him about that moment, and she says, "You care for her, don't you?" And Jacob was like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to care about this family and doing what's right by this family. And she was like, just answer the question, Jacob. You care for her, don't you? And Jacob was like, no. He was so defensive. You know what they say, hit dog will holler. Well, he hollered. And she looked at him like, you a damn lie. You's a damn lie. Well, nobody mentioned this. I watched a lot of reviews last week, but nobody mentioned the fact that Carissa, I think it was season 1 or early season 2, but I think it was season 1. Remember when Carissa and one of her teachers at school was kissing and she broke it off because she didn't want to go that far? Y'all remember that? Ain't nobody brought that up. Jacob don't know about that. This just goes to prove that women do things a lot better than men, right? It's not quite as messy, okay? They be done did it a long time. By the time they get caught, they have been doing they perfected it, baby. Trust me. By the time you catch them, who you catch them with ain't the first one. Trust. Women just better at it, right? I just thought I'd point it out because nobody said anything. So I was like, okay. When she holding his feet to fire about this kiss. But she right. He does care about Tasha. He cares about Tasha because Tasha strokes his ego. And that is what he wants. He want to be held accountable. He wants his ego stroked. I digress. Let's go back to May. Patty Patterson is singing on stage, And this is after Aaron Jeffries has called May. And as soon as she realizes that Aaron Jeffries is on the phone, because Lionel done called her several times, and she done put him off and put him off and put him off. When she realizes Aaron Jeffries and he gets to talking, and she says, well, would you please tell your father that and he says he's dead. Tells her that the chemo was too much, his body couldn't sustain himself, and he died. And she said, well, I imagine this is a tough time for you, but you have to know that, blah, 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 blah. And he said, well, she said, I will call you later to check on you. So she goes into the vestibule and into the sanctuary, and Patty's up there singing, Patty Patterson, when you've been blessed, feels like heaven. She might not have been singing that, but heaven. Okay, so that was beautiful. Patty Patterson wants to know, has she talked to Grace? And Lady May said, well, there's no need to talk to Grace because Lionel is dead. I was like, May, I believe this is supposed to be a sad occasion. Patty says, oh, no. You can't be up in that pulpit trying to help other people and you got these secrets. We all must divulge all of our secrets. This must be told. You have to tell Grace to get this monkey off your back, to free your spirit so that the power can come through you and be charged into the people. That's the only way it's going to work if we run the devil out of here with the truth. May is like, I don't understand why she is pushing me now to do what's right. So maybe been looking for Grace all day around the church, amongst all the FBI people. All right. So now she feel like ain't no need in finding her because. Meanwhile, we get to see little flashes of Zora. Zora around there with Isaiah. She thinking same old, I'm his little pet. He take me everywhere I go. Everywhere he go. So she wants to know what we having today. Barbecue, sushi, pizza. What's on the agenda today? Master. He tells her, why don't you chill out here for a little bit, gives her $100 bill, and tell her to make herself busy. Go get your nails done or something. You know what I'm saying? While daddy goes to work. And she was like, well, I always go with you. And he was like, yeah, I know, but it's going to be busy. And the hella dudes around. You don't need to be around. And you be looking so bored anyway. You stay here. Go and get me that bottle of half-open liquor out the cabinet, and I'll see you later. Gives her a little kiss on the forehead. He goes on out. Later on, Sophia laid up sulking in her sadness and her grief. Okay, alone. Because Grace out there, she busy. She got Coralie, she got Darius, she got Rochelle, she got a mama, she got a daddy, she got the church, she got the legal defense fund, she talking to this lawyer. I mean, she is busy. She ain't got time to deal with Sophia. Sophia see on Instagram where the girl is posting that she with Isaiah. Hey, babe. And she got him in the background. And he says, he is just like, what you doing? Why are you hiding, babe? Don't hide, babe. And he's all in the photo, all hugged up. And she sends it to Zora in DMs to say, have you seen this? So when Isaiah get home, she tells him, well, who is this hoochie? Shows in the picture. It's like, well, it's a publicity thing. You know how they want me to be in publicity. I wouldn't do that on purpose. Are we even together, Isaiah? You my number one. You know you my bottom bitch. You know you my number one. Huh? All these other hoes don't mean nothing to me. Boo, you my top bitch. All right, okay. Come on, girl. You smell good. Later on, they laying in the bed. She get up and she look at the picture again, and she's thinking to herself. Yeah, you best to formulate a plan B, girl. You better get your plan of escape, huh? Okay, you better get it done lickety split. And I suggest you call your auntie Charity because everybody else is way too busy to be trying to run to Atlanta to get you. When Grace goes to see her daddy to tell her daddy, okay, what Rochelle tells her, she has just left May. She know May had been looking for her, and Corinne is in her office. So when she says, "Mother, you wanted to see me," and May decides she ain't telling Grace. I just wanted to tell you I am sorry for snapping your head off earlier. I was wrong and juvenile, and I apologize. And Grace was like, am I on candy camera? Because you would never apologize for anything. That's how she looking. And Corinne was like, I ain't in this. And May was like, I just wanted to apologize. And she was like, okay. Blink twice, mama, if you in danger. Goes on out. So when she goes to see her daddy, she wants her daddy to tell her what the truth is. And for a moment, I'm like, is she asking about the truth about what's going on with Lionel? What's going on with her mama? What the secret her mama have to tell? Oh, no, no, no. She asking about what's the truth about him and Rochelle. He was like, what are you talking about? Did you sleep with Rochelle last night and tell her that you love her while y'all was in the bed? He said, no. And she said, well, Daddy, why would she say that? He gets his coat and his hat and he goes over to see Rochelle. Okay, he gets over there to see Rochelle, and she's on the phone. I might be going out of town for a few days. I'm not sure. I want to transfer all of my... Rochelle, I want to talk to you. I'm going to have to call you back. Gets off the phone. She's like, I'm so sorry I didn't take your call earlier, but I've been so busy doing so many things, scheming and whatnot. And he was like, what have you done? What have you done? What is going on? Are you Basie? Are you Pastor James's daughter? Well, yes, I am. What does that have to do with anything? Have you stolen his money? Where is my money? I don't understand. What is going on? Well, what are you talking about? Why would you tell Grace we slept together? What, honey, you don't remember? Of course you penetrated me. You don't remember penetrating me? I mean, plays him out for dumb. She runs the game, baby. Runs the game. She playing him out for stupid. It doesn't matter. You, James, Pastor James' daughter. It doesn't matter. We didn't sleep together. It doesn't matter. You don't remember? How could you forget? Is this a joke? Are you kidding? Should I play along? I mean, she running it, baby, running it. He just stops right there. He realizes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. You standing inside of her mouth. You standing inside of the belly of the beast. All right? He says, you got me. You got me. But you won't get away with it. He walks out and she's got her back turned to him. And she looks back and she smiles. She said, bitch, I already did. Ooh, baby, for however vicious Basil Skanks is, Rochelle Cross / James, honey, she ain't nothing nice to wrestle with. Please believe that. Darius done came to see Grace. He needs to talk to her for me. Can I do for a second? I mean, FBI agents are everywhere. Buzz, 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 buzz. And she goes and sits down and talks to him for a minute. She realizes he's there for a scoop. He wants the tea. And she was like, are you here as a source or as my boyfriend? I was like, girl, we tried to tell you. He was like, well, I've got to do a job. And I just answer a couple of these questions. She was like, that truth of the matter is this woman is trying to destroy our family. She's taking our money and she's framing my dad and my brother. And she gets up and she never mind and walks off. And he said, just tell me, Grace, what the truth is. And she said, I will. When I find out, I'll tell you. I was like, oh, girl. The Greenleafs gonna have to stand together. Like Carissa said, they are trying to systematically destroy this family. I said, oh, now all of the light bulbs are on. Now all of the light bulbs are on. Well, Grace is sitting in her office way later on, and in comes Aaron Jeffries. He wants to talk to her for a minute. Evidently, before his father passed, he had some choice words where Grace was concerned. So we see Lady May after she has gotten the USB drive from Charity, and she's looking at her pictures and she's thinking, I'm putting all of this behind me. I'm moving forward. I'm not dealing with any ugly truths today. I don't have to deal with it. I'm just going to focus on my sermon. Patty doesn't know what she's talking about. If it's impassioned enough and emboldened enough, the people will feel it. I don't have to come clean about anything. I'm just going to forge ahead. Grace says, what's up, mama? And May knows. May knows. She knows. She knows because the guilt is standing outside of her. It's almost like another May. Okay. I mean, you got to walk around the truth to get to May. I mean, that thing is big, it's heavy, it's wide, and it is tall. Okay. And she says, well, Grace, I've learned that yada, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And she's packing her purse up and she turns to walk off. And Grace says, Aaron Jeffries came to see me, and she stops in her track. Is Lionel Jeffries my father? And when I tell you, Lady May turned her head and looked back, and she said, I don't know. It was like Grace had thumped her in her back. She knew it. She knew the truth was there to visit her. She knew Grace had the truth. Okay, she knew it. Because the truth in her, the guilt in her, saw the truth in Grace. She knew it. That's why she gave her that soliloquy about just wrapping it up and not worrying about it. And some things aren't worth talking about. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a hint for Grace to let it go. But truth say I'm too big. I'm too high. You can't get over it. I'm too wide. You can't go around me, baby. She turned around and she just had to tell it like she knew it. I don't know. I don't know if he's your father. I was like, ooh. Lastly, let's talk about Jacob. Jacob's a fool. He goes to see Tasha. Basie walks up. He said, where's Tasha? Basie said, where's Carissa? Why don't we all just worry about our own wives? Huh? Okay. Jacob said, look, man, I know what y'all trying to do to me and my family. I know what y'all trying to do, and it's not going to work. He said, you don't know nothing. All you know is about Tasha. What happened with you and Tasha? And you tell me the lies you tell me now. I'm telling you now, the lies you tell me now is just going to be hard on her later. So Jacob was like, it was just one kiss, man. Brother, look, brother, it was just one kiss. I ain't your brother. It really wasn't nothing. Maybe she wasn't nothing to you. Huh? You know, he runs the game. Like you playing Tasha out. All right? Don't worry about calling Tasha, texting her again, because I got her phone. All right? And then he strolls on off with a modicum of threat for Tasha. Basically, you need to stay away from Tasha. Now I'm confused here. I'm confused. Does Basie love Tasha? Is Basie really hurt that Tasha may have feelings for Jacob and vice versa? Huh? Or is this more game? He act like he more hurt about what happened with Tasha than the reason why him and his sister launched this whole scheme in the first place. Is Grace Lionel's daughter? If yes, she didn't get to see her daddy before he died. Aaron is her half brother, who is now dating and partially engaged to her sister's ex-husband. Oh, this thing stinks. The stench of the lies, the game that's being run. This Rochelle is a wicked, wicked, wicked soul. I mean, bold face. She had the lie ready. Last night in the bed when your daddy and I made sweet passionate love, he said he loved me. I know I can't be your mother, but it's just your father and I decide to marry. And then she tells Grace, it's just not Christianly how you're acting. I don't know how Grace kept from windmilling her in her back. I don't know how. Because me and her would have tumbled into that office. Ooh, before I know it, I would have assaulted her. I would have blacked out. I would have blacked out. You don't mention my daddy penis to me. Do, 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 do. Huh? What about charity? Charity, you need to use your gifts for good and not for evil, my dear. Oh, lonely Sophia. Oh, dumb Zora. Huh? Is Zora gonna wake up and run back home? Or will she need to be drugged a little bit more? Mollywopped a little bit more, deceived a little bit more, belittled a little bit more, diminished a little bit more before she finally gets it. Will Zora ever get it? Bishop came to himself, didn't he? Didn't Bishop come to himself? He came to himself. Now, what's your plan, Bishop? May, the truth is out. What is you gonna do? Everybody knows that those are masks that you have been wearing. Everybody knows that you are not as virtuous and pure as the driven snow as you hold them accountable to be. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. How will you stand amongst these women and preach? She changes things when you know how raggedy she is. I'm just asking some questions, y'all. Tell me what you think. Please put it down below. I'm sorry the video was so long, y'all, but we needed to talk about it, okay? Y'all tell me what you think and put it down below, okay? Until next time, honeybees. Y'all ready for the last 2 episodes? I know you are. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ow!